In order to make this more difficult, I am going to be playing in unofficial mode as a hardcore Ultimate Ironman level 3 skill pure. The first step of the account is to accept a bond, only one bond from your normal account. This is so that we can go through steps 1 through 17. Alright, I'm going to have this pin removed because there's no point in having it done every single time by my wife. Alright, once that is redeemed, we will have 14 days membership. You don't want any more than that because if we fail the first 17 steps, it's ideal to restart if you want to be efficient and not waste time. On a member's world, we are going to start the first quest on the account, and that is going to be Rune Mysteries. What you'll find out as we talk to Duke Horatio and start Rune Mysteries is that we aren't going to actually be completing each quest one at a time. We're just efficiently grabbing items for quests and starting them and progressing them depending on the locations we are at. But the most important quest to complete first is going to be Observatory quest. We're also going to grab some cabbages in the cellar because we want to do thieving, and as a hardcore, we can't just die and keep thieving to level 5, so it's ideal to get some of those. We're going to be pickpocketing. Another iron over here. And the first successful pickpocket is for the easy task of Lumbridge. And here is the first level of thieving and the level on the account. There is 5 thieving, and that is so that we can steal cakes for the Ardougn Easy Diary as well as for food for quests. Alright, we're going to grab a bucket here for the first quest we're going to actually complete on the account. This is going to require us to run over here and milk the dairy cow twice. Lots of udders to pull. Alright, we're also going to grab the egg, and if you can guess already, you know that the first quest we're going to complete is Cook's Assistant. We're going to also need a pot of flour, so head over to across the bridge to the windmill, but over there you'll be able to pick some flour. I meant to say pick wheat. But here we are picking some wheat, and we are going to do our first do-it-yourself item, which is going to be a pot of flour. By putting the grain into the hopper and operating the hopper controls, I don't know why this makes me think of a TV show, Hopper. Congratulations, you just made your first item on your hardcore ultimate level 3 skiller, and that is a pot of flour. Here we are, actually going to be completing our first quest on the account. Cook's Assistants getting started, as well as the items we have provided. And there it is, Cook's Assistant complete. This is going to give us a few cooking levels, I believe 4 cooking, first quest point. And then we'll also gain access to being able to cook on the cooking range. Don't forget to grab another pot for later on. Okay, we're also going to pay the 10 GP to cross an Alcaharid and buy 1 silk later for selling in Ardougn for the Ardougn Easy Diary. And then we're going to head back out of this place, so 20 GP to do that. The biggest thing to start now, which is a little bit risky, is Security Stronghold. So here we are, starting Security Stronghold. If you'd like to do this with more food or with an alt or patiently, I would highly suggest it just for the starting cash. And you can see kind of the route that I take here for Gift of Peace is the first floor. Alright, there it is. Hopefully this will secure my account. Doubtful, but hey. Okay, so here we go. The first floor is actually the easiest simply because there isn't anything that can attack you. I did find out quickly that you do have to actually answer the questions correctly in order to progress, which I thought was funny. And the first item unlocked is the 2k GP as well as the flap emote, which is a classic. This one is probably the most risky because of the multi-stack zombies on the way to the Grain of Plenty, so just be a little bit careful here. If you want, you can always bring an alt, go to free-to-play world, and kind of attack those zombies, or, you know, hopefully there'll be some people killing some of those guys right there. And you'll be able to avoid almost getting KO'd. There's the Grain of Plenty and the Slap Emote 5k GP, and we're on to the next one. Okay, so this one is a little bit risky, not only because these spiders can just smack you on the way to the box of health, but there is a couple of, I think they're called Capletons? I forget what they're called, but they're very high level and they will destroy you. So You don't want to get KO'd by 2 of them, and if you run too quickly right here, you can accidentally get KO'd by them. You'll see that this one actually pulls aggro on me. But you basically want to avoid the first one because you know you're going to get hit by the second. All right. Going to take that hit, and there we are. Safely to the beautiful, beautiful chest that will restore our health and give us the 10k GP and the idea mote. Now we're just going to finish it just for the sake of it, because why not? We've got one piece of food, and the Cradle of Life and boots are not far away. We should be able to survive because there's only one point in which we have to run where we can get hit pretty hard. It could red bar us, but it should not be able to KO us. And there it is, the Cradle of Life, choosing between the colorful and fighting ones. I'm getting the fighting ones, although I'm not going to keep them because obviously they're pointless and I can always come back because I completed it. Okay, on the way to the Wizard Tower, we are going to stop at Diango's toy store and just basically purchase a couple of cheap things now that we have the money. The most important being the Chronicle and a few teleport cards, as well as the fan, which can be utilized to help get attacks on tagging monsters without any combat XP. Alright, we are here completing the next step of Rune Mysteries with Cedrador. And now we're going to utilize a classic level 3 hardcore Ultimate Ironman maneuver, which is to teleport through minigame teleports, which cool down on every 20 minutes. And there's a couple that we have to unlock through certain things, but the Clan Wars one will always give us access to the free-for-all portal, which we can use to restore our stats and our energy to 100%. And then here's also Castle Wars portal. So this is fantastic. Anytime you want to go to Castle Wars, always go through the Clan Wars teleport first, or even if you are going to use something and you just want to use your 20-minute cooldown. We're also going to travel to Ganil, and we're going to do this from Castle Wars safely because we will go underneath the ogres. For some reason, I didn't know about that for a long time, but you can avoid the ogres altogether, so we don't have to worry about getting smacked by them. Now that we are in Ganil, we are going to continue on by checking and trading Alex's hunting shop to complete an easy task for the Ardougn area. The reason why we're focusing on Ardougn task is because we want that cloak. It is very powerful. We're also going to mine for the sake of making a bronze bar, a copper, and a tin. I accidentally mined clay because it's been so long since I'd mined copper. And then we're going to head to Port Khazard because we need some items here. We're going to first pick up the planks, 2 of them, and then hop to grab the 3rd one. And this is for Observatory requirements. Then we're going to trade the Trader Crew member, and we're going to buy 1 bucket of sand, 1 soda ash, and if you don't have a pot, buy 1 pot now. Then we're going to start the fishing trawler minigame because we don't need to have any fishing levels to start it, and because you don't actually have to do it with anybody, you just have to start the one and get the task completed, and then you can hop worlds and end up at the shore more close to where we want to go, which is Ardy anyways. Alright, we're going to sell that silk for the Easy Diary at 120 and bargaining for 60. And then we're going to, well, initially you would have had to use the town crier to actually protect yourself, but you can sit under the baker now to get some cakes, and that will be the next diary. Then we're going to come over here and buy our first POH, or only POH, because it's only 1000 GP, and why the hell not? We're also going to check our store, our pet insurance at Probita, and we're also going to use our prayer, the first one, to 0, so that way we can pray at the altar, because you have to have 0 to restore it. We're going to make our bronze bar and our molten glass for Observatory quests. Then we're going to teleport in the wilderness just for shits and giggles, and then teleport back, because why in the hell not? I also did this random event, which I had not done in a long time, but it gave me 7 fishing levels. Now we're going to head to Trinome Stronghold, and this is also going to be a great place when we have hot balloon air transportation unlocked for Spirit Tree and the other tree. Here is 2 agility. We're going to be camping this for a couple levels just to get 10 agility while we're over in this area. It's cool that we can also track the laps now. 10 agility. We also complete Draenor. And for the love, please just complete the course. I hate when it's people get 10 and then they just run away. It's like, complete half the course. Just get the XP for it. Come on. Okay, we're also going to grab some Dwellberries for the next quest, which is going to be Murder Mystery, which will give us the crafting levels we need to do Observatory quest in a quick way. Enter in that gate. I'll have the link of the quest thanks Slayer music below, and I'll see you afterwards. You can also drop the silver necklace if you want to keep it after the quest, but here I am because Frank was guilty. And there is Murder Mystery, our second quest complete, 4 quest points, 11 crafting, and also a nice little silver necklace. All right, so we're going to head back down, get some more cakes, and then we are going to use our cooldown for the Clan Wars to Castle Wars minigame teleport. And once we do that, we'll restore our energy, restore our hit points, do what we need to do, and we're going to go this way because now it's time for Observatory Quest. All right, so we're going to head up first because there is a spot where we can pick up some super anti-poisons, and then we'll start the Observatory Quest and head down in the dungeon. Hopped 4 worlds, made it into a 4-dose, ended up not even actually using it for the quest, but there you go. Starting the quest, and here we are going to be giving away 3 items. The first items we're going to be giving away are the planks, the bronze bar, and the molten glass. You will obtain the molten glass back after we prod and get the lens mold. All right, I got the kitchen key. So you can't avoid getting any combat XP or fighting this guy by just prodding him. And then once he turns into a scary goblin, you can get him stuck right over here and open the kitchen gate without any concerns. He will try to attack you when you do leave, so make sure you have run energy when you go all the way back. Here we are making the lens, and we are going to be completing the quest, hoping that our RNG will not cause us to have to restart the quest. Now, the reason why we want to do Observatory as soon as possible, and the reason why this is the most efficient first 17 steps, is because this quest is one of the quests that will help us unlock Fossil Island. If we do not complete this quest, we will have to do Demon Slayer, and that is a chance, if not 100% chance, of getting combat XP. So we can actually avoid combat XP by completing this quest and not getting a combat XP reward. Unfortunately, there is a chance for it, so if you get combat experience, I'm sorry. Alright, let's see if I get it. Alright, I don't think that is actually Virgo, Leo, or Capricorn, or Aries, which give different combat experience, so let's check downstairs if you aren't sure. Just remember what it looks like, head downstairs, and you can actually use the little star chart or whatever so you can see what it is and confirm what the actual name is behind the stars that you saw. And in my case, I was fortunate that it was Libra. It isn't the best reward. The best reward actually gives you some weapon poison, which will prevent you from having to do thieving later because you can just put it on a dagger. But woohoo is right, Libra is done, and therefore Observatory quest is completed. 6 quest points on the account, and now we don't have to worry about doing Demon Slayer or getting any combat experience from that. We also gained some crafting levels, and honestly, this is about the first 45 minutes of our account doing step by step, and we've already eliminated any kind of concern that we would have later and not having to have any RNG. Alright, well, I'm really sorry if you had to start over and do steps 1 through 17, but I found this to be really fun and enjoyable tonight. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I'm very happy that it's done. Now I don't have to worry about that RNG. Not to say that I won't get combat experience in the future on accident while trying to do zero combat XP method, but it is best to start this. We are going to be utilizing Fossil Island heavily. It's going to give us what we need for volcanic ash, for farming, for ultra compost. It's going to unlock herbivore, so we can do hunter, as well as hunter and crafting through birdhouses. And later on, that'll be helpful for getting seeds that we can't get from Master Farmer thieving. So overall, it's really important to get done. And honestly, I would just suggest getting it done before doing 50 agility or anything else on any account of this type of build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and stay safe.